But yeah, you know, there's not one, not two, but three Musk brothers and sisters. And of course, right here we have Kimball. And you know, I want to ask you about growing up, first of all. There was always this spark of entrepreneurship. Where did that come from for all three of you guys?
You know, I think all of our family members are entrepreneurs in some form, but I guess I'd probably give credit to our grandfather, who was one of the explorers who explored the random parts of Africa for about 20 to 30 years before he died in the plane that he used for exploring. So he really went all the way and inspired my mother's generation and my father's generation and now us. And I think we're just I think there's something about taking that entrepreneurship energy and coming to North America, where it's the land of opportunity and you can just do incredible things, and we've just been blessed to be able to be here and do great stuff.
All right, and you guys have run with it. You know, one of the themes for C2 is reinvention, and I know that in 2010 you broke your neck and you almost died.
That's right, yeah.
But after that, you reinvented yourself. What happened there?
Yeah, I've always had this incredibly... I've been very good at doing technology, and yet my passion was food, and I never really could figure out how to build great businesses in food. And when I had my accident in 2010, it was a reinvention of myself, and not being quite honest with myself, I'm not going to be happy unless I do food. And so I just decided then and there I'm just going to figure it out. And since then, I mean, we serve over 1 million people a year in our restaurants. We work with over 225 schools across the country. And we have hundreds of schools lined up that we're going to be building these outdoor classrooms that teach kids science while they learn how to grow food. It couldn't be a better marriage of my passions.
Right, you know, off of this passion, we know, you know, that so many Americans, I'll say it, are fat. What needs to be done to really nip this in the bud?
Sure. I mean, there's a lot of issues with our food system, and that's been over the past 30 to 40 years. There's been this intense focus on reducing the price of carbohydrates and getting this very calorie-rich, nutrient-poor foods into our system. But I will say, though, right now, 2015, there's a revolution going on in terms of what is needed and what change is happening. It's the most exciting time to be in food in 100 years. McDonald's just announced no human antibiotics in chickens, which the fact that that was in there before is insane. Yesterday, Taco Bell and Pizza Hut announced no more artificial ingredients. Right. We're going to get back to a place where we know what we're eating. It doesn't always have to be healthy, but to not know what we're eating has been a travesty, and I'm really, really excited about the future.
Right. You know, it's good news that Taco Bell is taking preservatives and additives out. When it comes to price between Taco Bell and Chipotle, a lot of people say, oh, you know, it's either one or the other. What do you say to Taco Bell sort of upping the ante, maybe giving you guys a little more competition?
Well, I think that all of it is good. We love competition. We actually believe in getting the price down. At Chipotle, we believe in getting the price down as always, as hard as always, trying to focus on making it as accessible as possible to everyone. There is a price to real food, and I think when you look at how much you're being nourished, Chipotle is an incredible value for money.
Right, and you're also on the board of SpaceX.
Yeah.
Just recently, we just got news that the U.S. Air Force said you guys, SpaceX, are going to be able to get into that market.
We're now officially certified to work with the military.
So what's the biggest disruptor that's going to happen there?
I mean, I think this is massive. I mean, the goal of SpaceX is to make space exploration affordable. And we'll be able to take our military dollars that we put into our military and stretch them 2 to 3 times more than we've been able to stretch them today.
How much cheaper are we talking about here for spaceflight?
You know, I don't want to say specifically because the missions will vary, but it's, you know, sometimes as low as 1/3, sometimes 1/5 the price. I mean, it really is quite a big difference in price.
All right, so definitely being a disruptor in that industry.
It's massive. It's a fundamentally different price structure.
We'll be looking forward to that.
Yeah, everyone in America should feel very excited about it.